When I was in high school during the summers, I was forced to work construction type jobs. I think my mom wanted me to do it on purpose so that I knew that this wasn't my future and then I should go to college. And while working at Rutgers University with my cousin and his business, they were clearing out dorm rooms and like reconcreting the floors or something to that extent. And I had found pictures of this girl, maybe a few years older than me. She's probably a freshman in college. She had left her pictures there in the dorms, and this was over the summer, mind you, they had left. So after the day had ended, I took the pictures with me and said, I'm going to find whose pictures this is, and I'm going to get the pictures back to this person because I would want the pictures back. Well, I went home. This was, you're talking, I don't know, early 2000s. So it was difficult to find people. It wasn't as easy as it is today through social media and the internet. And the only thing that, when I sort of scrolled through the pictures, that gave me insight into who she was is she was holding up a diploma from her high school. And I knew the town that that high school was in. So I knew some people who knew some people from that town. So I reached out to those people and said, hey, do you know anybody who might have lost pictures? This is what she looks like. I don't know a name, but this is, this is all the details I have now. And obviously that wasn't a lot of information, so I never really got anything back. I believe I was 17 at the time. Probably every year when I started to clean my closet out, I would come across these pictures and think, okay, I need to get these pictures back to this person. And then I would do another deep dive into who this person is. I would sort of look at the back of each pictures, and then suddenly I found a name. And once I found the name, that was a little bit easier for me to then put some things together, and I reached out to some people. But still, I wasn't able to find who she was. Mind you, I went off to college, so I moved from New Jersey to West Virginia. I still took those pictures with me. I said, I have to find this person at some point. Every few years, I would come across this picture. I moved from New Jersey back to New York, back to where I grew up. And after college, still had these pictures with me. I had moved to multiple places, multiple locations in between New Jersey and New York at the time, from, let's say, 21 until 26. Then I had moved to Savannah, Georgia, sort of started my life over, my career over as a personal trainer. Still took the pictures with me. And again, every few years I would come amongst these pictures and try to find this person through social media. I finally found her probably in my late 20s when living in Savannah, Georgia. The problem is she was like a supermodel. So me reaching out sounded like I was some sort of like psycho fan, like, hey, I have a bunch of pictures of you from when you were a child. So I had reached out in a few different platforms and heard nothing back. And the more you push it, the more you're like, hey, no, like, I'm not crazy, the crazier you sound. So there's nothing else I can do. Finally, now I had moved from Savannah to Oklahoma City. Mind you, this is 20 years later. This is from 16, 17 to like 35, 36, 37 I'm coming up on now. And I finally reached out via Instagram, and she had direct messaged me back. And what I had to do was send a picture of the pictures that I had of her. I had to take a picture of all of these pictures and be like, hey, listen, like, I'm not some psycho. Like, I actually have a box of your pictures and I want to send them back to you. Like, I'm not going to even charge you. I will pay for them. Like, I want you to have your pictures. And finally she answered back and she got her picture. So I think that's a crazy story. And hopefully it's a little bit telling about me. I'm not the greatest person in the world, but I'm certainly not somebody who's going to throw somebody else's pictures out of their entire childhood. I mean, you're talking hundreds of pictures of her and what looks to be her parents and her friends and her siblings. So yeah, crazy story.